Consider these startling facts. Despite America being a global leader for innovation and growth, more than 60% of America's new public companies since 1980 no longer exist. In contrast, 4% have achieved more than $1 billion in revenue. Joining this elite set of 4% are an average of 34 public companies per year achieving $1 billion in revenue, independent of up or down economic cycles. The remaining companies are caught in a struggle between the greater odds of failure and the significant upside benefits for achieving exceptional growth. On a side note, for those companies with more than $1 billion in revenue aspiring to grow to $10 billion, the ratio of failure to success is the same. Only 4% make it to $10 billion from $1 billion in revenue. These ratios and the success rate of America's highest growth companies have been true for the past decade and are forecasted to be true for the second decade of this century. The companies that are redefining growth are the ones that are growing through the most challenging of times, not just during up economic cycles when the rising tide lifts all boats. At the close of the first decade of the 21st century, business is entering unchartered territory. Recent trends suggest that we are moving out of a recession, fairly labeled the Great Recession, into a unique growth phase characterized by ongoing recession-like characteristics with high unemployment, with growth. The heady growth cycles of the late 1990s and the go-go years of 2004 to 2007 will likely not return. The numbers in this audiobook point to an extreme financial scenario for business growth, a higher upside for those businesses that achieve growth, with a greater failure rate for those that struggle. Grow or go. Management teams are clearly identifying the risk of not growing and are searching, with a renewed sense of urgency, to identify the effective actions that will grow their businesses. Independent of economic conditions, what is the success pattern of America's highest growth companies that enables them to achieve consistent growth through all economic cycles? What are their growth insights that you can apply? This audiobook does more than uncover these companies' growth insights. It also provides effective lessons from chief executives who are leading their companies to grow even through the most challenging of times. Applying these insights will improve your odds of success to achieve high growth independent of the size of your company or the state of our economic cycle. Those of us in business naturally view business growth through different lenses, often based on our business experiences. Investors view growth opportunities through their lens of innovation opportunities. On the other hand, financial services experts view growth through changes in financial performance and company valuations. In contrast, I define a growth company as having a simple, fundamental, and essential characteristic, achieving compounding customer demand as measured by revenue growth. This allows companies to grow revenue every year, which is the number one objective of just about all for-profit management teams, and the one that is most difficult to achieve. This is the measure, however, that ultimately defines a growth company. This same measure is constant through all economic cycles. Revenue growth gives the management team the option of generating profit and returns for investors and employees. It is not sustainable to do the reverse, that is, to overinvest or to cut costs to generate profit and then look for revenue growth. Yet all too many management teams travel this dead-end road to short-term success. Even though today's economic challenges may seem like an unfavorable headwind, companies of all sizes can achieve consistent and compounding revenue growth. $1 million, $10 million, $50 million, $200 million, $500 million, and even $1 billion and beyond. Growth rates may slow temporarily as a result of declining or rapidly changing market conditions, but revenues of high-growth companies still average compounding revenue growth rates over the longer term, annually across multiple years. America's exceptional growth companies have a consistent track record of growing through recessionary periods and becoming the leaders for the next economic growth cycle. While the list of names changes, what is in common is that companies achieve growth during the toughest of times. During the 1993 recession, Cisco, Cadence Design, and Cracker Barrel restaurants, which averaged revenues of $500 million, continued to achieve revenue growth.